Rice is pretty much a religion in Asia, and especially in the Philippines, it comes with every single meal. Most of the time, you're not even having 1 cup, you're having 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, literally having almost 6 cups of rice per day. Now, when you go to any restaurant, when they do serve rice, most of the time you will have garlic rice. In the morning, we eat it with longanisa, tocino, all kinds of different flavored meats, nice and salty, nice and sweet, and the rice is always there to counterbalance everything with just the inherent oiliness and saltiness and that pungent flavor of garlic. That served with a dipping sauce of vinegar and chili, heaven. A couple of things I've learned while making garlic rice over the years is to make sure to put some nice oil. Usually they use vegetable oil. I actually like using olive oil. And I make sure to season the oil with some salt already to begin with. And then we're just gonna go ahead and mince a bucket load of garlic. There's never enough garlic. So I have about 6 cloves over here. And you wanna get that nice and thin. So usually when you're cooking with garlic, you don't wanna burn the garlic. But there's an exception to every rule, and we actually like to get it nice and crispy. So what's really important is while you're frying the garlic, you go ahead and keep moving it so you don't get that one part that's burnt and the other part that's not. This way you have something nice and combined. You'll see that it'll stick from time to time to the pan, no problem there. We're just looking for a nice overall brown coloring. When we're almost there, let's really quickly talk about our rice, since it's kind of the star of the dish here. So a lot of people make fried rice different ways. They like using day-old rice, they like using jasmine rice, they like using long grain rice. What's always worked for me is jasmine rice cooked that same day, and usually just a couple hours before, and just slightly dried out by just spreading it out after it's cooked. So all that moisture comes out, but then you still have some moisture kept inside, which is really important. When your garlic is nice and brown this way, 2 things we're gonna do. We're gonna take half of it and transfer it into a bowl here and keep half of it inside. Low heat goes back on. We're gonna throw in our rice. And now this is really just reheating the rice and making sure that it gets nice and oily and gets all that garlic flavor. So as that slowly reheats, we're gonna go ahead and grab another pan, cook some eggs, because eggs make everything better and make rice delicious. Season your rice, a little bit of pepper. Look at that perfectly kind of crumbly texture, which is exactly what we want. We don't want things that are clumping up too much. At this point, adjust. A little bit of salt. Secret ingredient, French Filipino, butter. Butter and eggs actually now make everything perfect. Mix that in, it'll just melt through perfectly. I know a lot of people probably right now are saying, what? He's putting butter in some rice. Don't knock it till you try it. If you don't like it, just don't put it. And you'll see that rice become slightly yellow and opaque in color. Oil is nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and cook our eggs. Now when your rice is in the wok, you wanna get some of those crispy bits, so don't be afraid to kind of just spread it out, leave it for a couple of seconds, wait till it gets nice and crispy and then mix it up again. A little bit of pepper and some chili flakes on my eggs, some salt, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish off our rice with some beautiful scallions. Toss everything together, finish off with a little bit of chilies, but we're not gonna put this in the rice. This is actually gonna be like a little sauce on the side. So cut up my chili, place that in with my white vinegar here, and then we're just gonna add 1 piece of garlic. And you put this on the side with a spoon, so when you wanna kind of moisten that rice with that vinegar and that pungency, it'll go perfectly together. Rice goes on my plate first. Chili fried eggs right on the side. Crunchy, beautiful, oily garlic. A bit more chili flakes, some salt, some pepper, some sesame oil. You serve that right here on the side with your vinegar and your chili. Congratulations, you've made the best fried garlic rice of your life.